writing our names in the skyline, like the world would remember our light. Every whisper felt holy between us. Every wrong somehow turned into right. You were warmth in the cold of my winter. I was shelter you didn't expect. We were fearless inside of each other. Now just echoes I try to forget. I held tomorrow in your hands, believed in every fragile plan. We touched forever, I felt it in your soul, like every broken piece of me was finally whole. But just when love was more than just a spark, we found the dark inside our hearts. We touched forever, then it slipped away, like something beautiful we couldn't make it stay. Now I'm holding on to what we were. We touched forever, then fell apart. Now your silence is louder than thunder, and your absence is all that I hear. Every memory cuts a little deeper. Every shadow still feels like you're here. I still trace every line of your laughter in the spaces you left in my mind. But forever was only a moment that we couldn't hold on to in time. We had a fire we couldn't tame, and somehow lost it in the flames. We touched forever, I felt it in your soul, like every broken piece of me was finally whole. But just when love was more than just a spark, we found the dark inside our hearts. We touched forever, then it slipped away, like something beautiful we couldn't make it stay. Now I'm holding on to what we were. We touched forever, then fell apart. Tell me how a love so alive can fade, how a promise so strong can slowly break. Were we too close to something real, or just afraid of what we'd feel? We touched forever, I still feel the ghost of every word we meant but never spoke. And now I'm lost between the then and now, still asking why, still asking how. We touched forever, but forever lied. It slipped through fingers we held too tight. Now all that's left are shattered hearts. We touched forever, then fell apart. We were almost endless, almost art. We touched forever, then fell apart. started like a quiet summer rain, soft and slow, but washing all my pain. You held my hand like you would never leave, and I believed, oh I believed. Late night talks till the sunrise burned. Every word was a lesson learned. In your eyes I found my home so true. Somewhere I thought I knew was you. We painted dreams across the sky, said nothing's ever passing by. But time can turn what feels so right into a fading light. We were so close to forever, almost had it all together, standing on the edge of always. But you slipped away somehow. We were hearts in perfect weather. Now I'm lost in stormy letters. Every promise left unspoken still echoes through me now. We were so close to forever. Your laughter lingers in these walls like shadows dancing down the halls. Every corner whispers your name, but nothing feels the same. I trace the space you used to be, a ghost of what we couldn't keep. If love was strong, then why'd it break? Was it chance or our mistake? We held the world between our hands, built our lives on fragile plans. Now I'm standing here alone in a house that's not a home. We were so close to forever, almost had it all together, standing on the edge of always. But you slipped away somehow. We were hearts in perfect weather. Now I'm lost in stormy letters. Every promise left unspoken still echoes through me now. We were so close to forever. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd hold you longer, make you mine. Say the words I left unsaid before our love just turned to thread. Was it fear or destiny that stole your heart away from me? We had a flame that burned so bright. Now it's fading in the night. We were so close to forever. Now I'm learning to remember all the love that couldn't stay still lives in yesterday. And though you're gone, I can't deny a part of me still holds on tight to the dream we had together when we were close to forever. dancing on a fragile line between forever and goodbye. Every promise felt so real, like nothing time could ever steal. Your hand in mine, a perfect fit, like broken pieces finally clicked. We had a world within our touch, just one more step, we'd be enough. But silence grew between our words, and doubts were louder than it hurt. We were one step away from us, one breath from turning love to dust. So close to everything we dreamed, but not strong enough it seems. We had forever in our eyes, but let it fade without a fight. Now all I have is what it was. We were one step away from us. I still replay your quiet tears, the way you hid behind your fears. We tried to fix what we became, but love got lost inside the pain. Your shadow lingers in this room, a ghost that sings our broken tune. If I had known we'd fall apart, I would have held you from the start. We let the moment slip away, now almost is the price we pay. We were one step away from us, one breath from turning love to dust. So close to everything we dreamed, but not strong enough it seems. We had forever in our eyes, but let it fade without a fight. Now all I have is what it was. We were one step away from us. If I could turn back time somehow, I'd choose you then, I'd choose you now. No pride, no fear, no holding back, no letting go of what we had. But time won't bend, and hearts don't lie. We learned too late how love can die. We were one step away from us, a heartbeat from a perfect love. So close to something we could keep. Now you're just a memory I keep. We had forever in our hands, but watched it slip like grains of sand. Now all that's left is what it was. We were one step away from us, just one more step, we could have been us. Two broken souls trying to heal the pain. Every whisper felt like home. In your arms, I wasn't alone. We traced our dreams in the midnight sky, believed forever was standing by. But time can turn what feels so right into shadows lost in light. I saw forever in your eyes, but fate had other alibis. It was the right love at the wrong time, hearts in rhythm, worlds misaligned. We held on tight, but still let go. A perfect us we'll never know. We almost made it, crossed every line, danced on the edge of a lifetime. But love like ours can't always survive a right love with a wrong goodbye. Fragile hearts, never thought we'd fall apart. Every promise, every kiss, now just echoes in the mist. I hear your voice in empty rooms, feel your ghost in old perfumes. If love was all we had to fight, why did we still lose the light? We gave our best, we gave our truth, but somehow, still we couldn't choose. It was the right love at the wrong time, hearts in rhythm, worlds misaligned. We held on tight, but still let go. A perfect us we'll never know. We almost made it, crossed every line, danced on the edge of a lifetime. But love like ours can't always survive a right love with a wrong goodbye. Maybe in another life we'd get it right. We'd never hide, no distance, no tears to divide. Just you and me, side by side. But here we stand on separate roads, carrying dreams we can't unload. And though it breaks me deep inside, I have to let you go tonight. It was the right love, just misplaced, a forever we could not chase. We touched the stars, we felt so high, then watched it fade into goodbye. We almost made it, you and I, so close to truth, so close to light. But some loves are meant to stay alive. A right love with a wrong goodbye. And I remember every part. You were the rhythm of my heart. Even if we had to say goodbye, you were my right love all this time. dancing in a moment we believed would never fade. Every promise felt like forever in the plans we made. Your laughter painted colors in the corners of my mind. Now I'm staring at the echoes of a love we left behind. We had every reason, every chance to make it right, but somehow we got lost between the days and sleepless nights. It was love that slipped through time, like a shadow we couldn't hold, fading faster than we knew, turning warm hearts into cold. We were almost something real, almost fire, almost flame. Now it's just a ghost of us and a memory with your name. I still hear your whisper in the silence of my room, like a melody that lingers, but it's always out of tune. We were standing on the edge of everything we dreamed, but fear became the distance in between you and me. Every word unspoken, every tear we never cried, built a wall between our hearts we couldn't climb. It was love that slipped through time, like a story left untold, falling through our fingertips, breaking slowly, uncontrolled. We were almost meant to be, almost more than just a spark. Now I'm walking through the ruins of forever in the dark. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd hold you closer, read the signs, tell you all the things I hid before our world fell into bits. But time won't bend, it won't rewind, and all that's left are what ifs in my mind. It was love that slipped through time, and I felt it drift away, like a dream I tried to chase, but it vanished with the day. We were almost everything, almost more than just goodbye. Now I'm holding on to nothing while I watch our moments die. So I'll keep you in the silence, in the spaces left behind, just a love that couldn't stay, a love that slipped through through time. We were writing stories in the dark, tracing dreams with every fragile spark. Your hand in mine felt so complete, like every broken road led me to your street. We painted futures on the sky, swore forever wouldn't pass us by. Every promise felt so right, like we could outrun time if we held on tight. But somewhere between the lines we drew, the colors faded out of you. I tried to hold what slipped away, but love don't always choose to stay. We nearly had a lifetime, 1,000 sunsets in our eyes. We were standing on forever, then watched it all collide. We almost touched the ending, where your heart stayed next to mine. We nearly had a lifetime, but almost isn't enough this time. I still hear echoes of your laugh in empty rooms we used to have. Your shadow lingers in my mind, like a ghost of love I can't leave behind. We were so close to something real, a kind of love the world could feel. But fear can turn the tide so fast, steal the future from the past. I begged the stars to let you stay, but they just slowly drifted gray. And every word we couldn't say became the reason you walked away. We nearly had a lifetime, 1,000 dreams we left undone. We were dancing in forever, now I'm dancing here alone. We almost wrote a story that the world would memorize. We nearly had a lifetime, but it faded with goodbye. If love was just a little braver, if time had let us be, maybe we'd still be holding on to who we used to be. But almost turned to silence, and silence turned to pain. Now I'm learning how to live with what we couldn't say. left out in the cold. We almost beat the distance. We almost changed our fate. We nearly had a lifetime, but nearly came too late. So I'll keep your name in whispers, like a song I can't erase. We nearly had a lifetime. Now I just have the space. We were standing on the edge of something real, hearts wide open, learning how to feel. Every whisper felt like it could stay, like forever wasn't far away. Your hand in mine fits so right. We painted dreams in midnight light. We said someday like it was sure, like love like ours could always endure. But time can turn the truth to dust and break the strongest kind of us. We were almost stars, almost forever, dancing in a dream we thought would never end. But somewhere between always and never, we lost the love we couldn't defend. Now every word feels like a scar, echoes of who we used to be. We were so close, we weren't that far. Now you're just a memory. I still hear you in the quiet nights, in every shadow, every fading light. Your laughter lingers in my chest, a ghost that never lets me rest. We had a fire we couldn't hold, watched it fade from bright to cold, and all the plans we left untold are stories that will never unfold. We tried to hold what slipped away, but love don't always choose to stay. We were almost ours, almost forever, holding on to something we couldn't keep. We were strong, but not together. Now all I have are dreams and sleep. Every I love you feels so far, fading like the tide at sea. We were so close, we touched the stars. Now you're just a memory. If I could turn back every second and fight for us, I'd never let go. But some hearts break with incomplete. The love I'll never replace. We were almost stars, almost forever. A beautiful dream that slipped through my hands. We had a chance to be together, but fate had different plans. Now every road just feels too far, leading back to what we used to be. We were so close, we left a mark. Now you're just a memory. Yeah, we were almost everything to me. We started out like a story untold, two hearts in rhythm, reckless and bold, chasing forever in borrowed time, believing somehow we'd never unwind. You held my hand like it was fate, like love was something we could create. Brick by brick we built it strong, never thought we'd get it wrong. But every whisper turned to doubt, the silence screamed when lights went out. We built a dream that broke in two, right when I thought I belonged with you. We were fire, we were gold, now just ashes I can't hold. We almost made it, don't you see? You were my, always my meant to be. But somewhere between hope and smoke, we built a dream that broke. Your shadow still lives in every room, echoes of laughter turned into gloom. I trace your name in the dust we left, a love so full now feels so bereft. We had a future drawn in the sky, now all I'm left with is asking why. Did we lose us trying to stay, or did love slowly fade away? Your eyes said more than words could hide. Goodbye was there, you just denied. We built a dream that broke in two, right when I thought I belonged with you. We were thunder, we were light, now just echoes in the night. We almost made it, we were close, close enough to feel it most. But somewhere between hearts that spoke, we built a dream that broke. Oh, oh, We built a dream that slipped away, fading like colors into gray. We were everything once alive, now just memories we survive. We almost made it, hand in hand, standing on love we thought would stand. But somewhere between words we choked, we built a dream that broke. And I'm still here, holding on to a love that's already gone. We built a dream, we gave our all, never knew how hard we'd fall. Now every piece of me still knows we built a dream that broke. We traced our names across the midnight sky, like we could outlast every goodbye. Your laughter felt like a place to belong, a quiet truth I'd been searching for so long. We made a promise in a whispered breath, that love like ours could outlive death. But time was cruel in a way we never knew. It took my forever and it took you. I held tomorrow in your hands, believing love would always stand. I forever died too soon, in the middle of a dream, right when everything was finally what it seemed. We were dancing on a line we couldn't see, between what was and what would never be. Now I'm left with all the words we never used, and a heart that only beats for you. We were more than just a moment passing through, but I'll forever die too soon. Your shadow lingers in the quiet rooms, like a melody that fades too soon. Every corner still remembers you, in every silence I relive the truth. We built a life in between the lines of stolen kisses and borrowed time. Now every memory cuts deeper than before, a love I can't hold anymore. I thought we had eternity, but forever slipped away from me. I'll forever die too soon, in the middle of a dream, right when everything was finally what it seemed. We were dancing on a line we couldn't see, between what was promise time could never keep. We were more than just a love we knew, but our forever died too soon. Too soon. We were almost eternity. Now you're just a memory. We were dancing on the edge of a sunrise, counting every dream like it was ours. Your voice felt like a hymn in the silence, soft enough to heal my hidden scars. Every touch was a promise unspoken. Every breath was a reason to stay. We were building forever in moments, but forever just slipped away. I saw forever in your eyes, a world where we would never say goodbye. We were so close to heaven, I could feel it in your kiss. Every heartbeat whispered we were made for this. But right when I believed love would never end, you turned into a stranger. Once again, we were standing in forever, on the edge of all we dreamed. Now I'm falling through the silence in between. We were almost everything we ever meant, so close to heaven, then you left. Now your shadow's a ghost in my hallway. Every corner still calls out your name. All the echoes we left in the dark, all the pieces I can't rearrange. I still reach for the warmth that you gave me in the cold of these empty nights. But your love was a beautiful fire that burned out without a fight. I held the stars inside your arms. Never thought we'd fall this far apart. We were so close to heaven, I could feel it in your kiss. Every heartbeat whispered we were made for this. But right when I believed like it was never in your hands. We were so close to heaven, I can still feel your touch. Now the distance screams that it was all too much, and I'm left here holding on to what we were, while you're somewhere I'll never deserve. We were standing in forever, now it's fading into dust. All the dreams we built are lost in us. We were almost everything we ever meant, so close to heaven. Then you left, so close to heaven. Now I'm alone with what we almost were. We were fire in a quiet room, burning slow like a perfect truth. Every word felt safe and known, like I'd finally found my home. We traced forever in the dark, wrote our names across our hearts. Every promise felt so real, like nothing time could ever steal. I saw a life inside your eyes, 1,000 tomorrows passing by. We had it all until we didn't. Love so strong, we thought we'd never lose it. Every dream was ours to hold, now it's ashes in the cold. We were everything we ever needed, now we're strangers barely breathing. How did something feel so right fall apart without a fight? We had it all until we didn't. Now the silence screams your name, every memory feels the same, like a movie stuck on pause, right before we fell apart. Your laughter lingers in the air, but I turn and you're not there. All the pieces that we made slowly drifting start to fade. I held your world inside my hands, never thought I'd lose our plans. We had it all until we didn't. Love so strong, we thought we'd never lose it. Every dream was ours to hold, now it's ashes in the cold. We were everything we ever night, hoping you're still by my side. But the space you left behind echoes louder every time. We had it all until we didn't. Oh, hearts wide open. Oh, now they're distant. And every dream we tried to save couldn't keep us from the change. We were everything we believed in, now just fragments of a feeling. How did something feel so right? And before we said goodbye, we had it all until we didn't. We had it all. Now all I have is what we were. We were quiet like a secret in the daylight, holding hands like we were hiding from the truth. Every heartbeat felt a little like a promise. Every promise led me closer into you. We were writing out a life between the lines of every word we never dared to say. We were inches from a forever kind of story, but forever slowly drifted out of place. I felt your world inside my own, like I was finally somewhere I belonged. We were the love we almost kept, a fragile fire we never held. Right at the edge of staying strong, we let it slip, we let it fall. And now the echoes never rest of every maybe we suppressed. We were so close, we almost meant everything. The love we almost kept. Now your silence fills the space between the memories, like a shadow stretching deeper every night. All the laughter turns to ghosts around me, and I'm haunted by the way you said goodbye. I still trace the shape of where you used to be, and the emptiness you left inside my chest. We were dancing on the verge of something endless, but we chose the fear instead of what was best. I held your heart like it was home, but somehow we still ended up alone. We were the love we almost kept, a fragile fire we never held. Right at the edge of staying strong, we let it slip, we let it fall. And now the echoes never rest of every maybe we suppressed. We were so close, we almost meant everything. The love we almost kept. Tell me if you feel it too, in the quiet, in the blue. Do you hear our unfinished song, trying to pull you back where we belong? Or did you learn to let it fade like a choice we never made? 'Cause I'm still standing in between what we were and what we could have been. We were the love we almost kept, a broken truth we can't forget. We had a chance to make it right, but lost ourselves in one last fight. And now the echoes never rest of every dream we never said. We were so close, we almost meant everything. The love we almost kept. And if forever asks me where you went, I'll say you were the love I almost kept.